Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Jane and thanks for joining me today. So this is something separate to my dressmaking. This is a kind of a mini series, but when I say mini it could end up being a very long series, but basically it's going to be weekly updates, weekly snippets on how I get on with finishing at long last my patchwork quilt. So grab a coffee and join me for episode 1. So update number 1. So as I said in the intro, this could well be the longest patchwork series running because it could take some time. But one of the reasons why I am doing this little mini series making my patchwork quilt is it's a bit of a kick up the old bum for me to get it done as well, because if I know I'm going to share with you the updates, then obviously I've got to do something to show you. So it's a twofold thing that I'm doing, so hopefully you'll enjoy following me along and obviously I will get it made, fingers crossed. So obviously we're joined with Geordie and all the cats. They're all my hexagons are covered in cat hair because, as I said before, I started this patchwork 26 years ago and they were kept in a basket, which is a perfect size for the cats to sleep in. So patchwork in there, cat in there, cat bed. So they're all covered in cat hair. So I need to obviously de-cat hair them. But we've got cats, so we're going to get cat hair. So my first update is I just want to share with you what I've got done so far. So I've done a little bit of calculation on some paper of what I've got. So I've got 107 of these made. 107, and I've got a king size bed and I'd like the quilt to be nice and generous so it sits over the edge and tucks in at the top and tucks in at the bottom. And I've just been and placed these on the bed with a gap because I'm going to be putting like an interlink of the plain cream in between. But it works out that if I want to do it like square shaped, I need 12 rows, 12 flowers going across the bed and 12 flowers going the length of the bed, which works out 144 flowers. So I'm short because I've only got 107 flowers. So if I did it 12 by 10 and don't have as much tucked in at the bottom, that's 120 flowers, so I'm still short by 13 flowers. I found this basket that I didn't know I had, well, I've forgotten all about, and in this basket there is still loads more of ready tacked hexagons, but I'm not sure there's enough in there to make another 13 flowers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through them all and see if I can see how many flowers I can create with them and use them all up, because it'd be a waste if I just don't use them, because obviously I bought this fabric, all these fabrics specifically to do this quilt. I think I've got 12 different types of fabrics and each flower is a combination of those 12 fabrics, and there's not one flower that's the same. And now if you remember when I was talking about doing this patchwork in one of my recent vlogs, there was one of them that had like this stripe fabric and I don't like it, just doesn't go. I just don't like because the stripes go, it just doesn't go. I thought I'd unpick, this is before I found this basket, and my mum said I've got some patchwork because she, funnily enough, got some fabric way after I started doing mine. We're talking years and years and years after, and she did a patchwork for her bed years way down the line, but she went to the same shop and the patchwork fabric was still there, and she got one of them and she got this one. She had 12 spare, so I can unpick this. I've already got this one in my set. I mean, how weird is that? I bought all these fabrics 26 years ago, and then my mum went and got her fabrics maybe about 10 years ago, and she picked one of the fabrics that I've got in mine, not knowing. And so she's got some spare ones that she'd already tacked. So I can unpick this and I can add this fabric to this one. And then I've also found another one where I've got it in the centre of that one. So I'll unpick that and put and other in the middle of that one. So that'll solve that. But then I've got this basket full of hexagons. I probably didn't need my mum's, but I will use them. And then I've also found some more random ones in that bag there. So I've got quite a bit of these hexagons tacked and stitched, or tacked, ready to be used. So I might be able to create another 13 flowers. And then, oh, I'll have to show you this as well. When I was going through it, I must have started a little mini version. How cute are they, the tiny? I think I was going to make myself a little pin cushion. I found them and I've still got the little mini hexagon papers in there. So I'll finish that one day. All the things I used to do. And then also, I found pre-cut templates that I got way back in 1990, whatever it was, off the internet. They're just recycled envelopes that somebody has cut them to the size that I use. And there's hundreds of them in there. Because I thought I didn't have any more and I was going to have to cut some out. So I found another bag. There's probably enough in there. There's hundreds in there. There's probably 1,000 in there. Doesn't look a lot, but they're all packed together. And she's obviously cut them on a die machine. And recycled envelopes, and there's quite a few stuck together, so that could well be over 1,000 in there. This is my interlink fabric. So I've got about 6 meters of interlink fabric, which is Morda fabric, which I got from my local haberdashery. So I've got 6 meters of that. It's like a caramelly cream colour, which will go quite nice. It's a nice enough contrast that you can see the cream and then you can still see the flowers, and it goes with, you know, the backgrounds off a lot of them as well. I'll need to go across and interlink them all. I have no idea, but I hope I've got enough. If not, I'll have to get some more, because it's just in my local haberdashery and they've got quite a bit left on the roll. So I should be safe with that. But I would like to use all these up as well. All the ones I've got left, they're the 12 that my mum gave me. So those ones, I'm going to replace them ones, so that accounts for them. So I'll put them to one side. Oh, I found some more. They keep growing. They keep growing. I find some more. This is definitely the last. Okay, so I need one to replace that one. What I've tried to do is I've got dark, light, so really I want something maybe greenish in the middle, so I'll go for that one. So that's for that one. So this is what I'm left with. So let's see what I can make. I don't think I'm going to be able to make, is it 34 I need to do the 144? So I need 12 for the outer ring, 6 for the inner ring, and 12 for the outer ring, 6 for the inner ring, and then 1 for the centre. Let's see if what I can make. So there's the outer. Need 6 for the middle. One for the middle. So there's 1. So I'm just going to work my way through these and see how many I can make. what I'm doing now is, because these are the last ones, I've managed to make some nice flowers there. So these are the last ones, I'm just counting them into piles of 12s and 6s, and ones that don't make like 12 or 6 are just spare, so they hopefully will work for the single ones. So I'm just seeing what I can make. I know I've got 12s and 6s and centres. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Thirty-one more. So that's them all sorted. So I'm going to put the piles that I've like made . So my calculations, 31 more, I've got 107. I needed 144, so 107 add 31 gives me 138 flowers. So that might work out well. So if I do all of them, make all of those, then that will give me 138. Now 144 flowers would give me the king size, 12 by 12, so I could do 12 by 11, which would give me 132, so I could do 12 down and 11 across. Either way, I'm going to have plenty, but I need to sew all them up as well as all the blank interlink ones. So that's where I am this week. So I've got 31 more flowers to make, 19 hexagons, make up 1 flower, so I've got 31 more of those flowers to make, and then once I've got them done, then I can obviously start adding the interlinks. So what my plan is for this week is to work my way steadily through that pile and also do some interlink as well, so because that's really boring doing the plain. So if I add a few plain in between the pretty florals, then it won't be as tedious. That's my plan for this week, and I'll show you next week on update number 2 how I get on. So hope you enjoyed today's video with me and Geordie, my faithful companion. Yeah, thumbs up if you're enjoying it, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and stay tuned for episode 2 of the longest patchwork quilt in the making ever. I think I should be in the Guinness Book of Records. So stay tuned for episode 2 next week, and hopefully I'll be able to show you a few more flowers that I've done. Obviously each week is probably going to be very repetitive of just basically what I've stitched up, but hopefully you can follow along with me with the progression of my quilt, and you'll see it grow with me. And yeah, so I'm really looking forward to getting going on that pile there. I am so glad I found that basket of those hexagons. So please take care, and me and Geordie will see you on the next episode. Bye for now.